right. Good morning, Kyle. Thank you so much for joining us on the Real Producers Beyond the Pages podcast. I'm Sam Lucerini. We're here at the state-of-the-art Groover Labs, and we've got Trestle Media recording and editing for us. So today we are talking with Kyle Allison of Mighty Dog Roofing. So we're going to talk about roofs and real estate and where you come from and a little bit of everything in between. So with that, Kyle, tell us your personal story and how you ended up in Wichita and eventually how you ended up with Mighty Dog Roofing.
Well, good morning. Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
Of course.
Very long story, actually. Originally from Canada. Met my beautiful wife in San Diego, actually. She's from Wichita. Got married. Shameless plug to Troy. He actually was our videographer.
Oh, how cool.
So,
isn't this a great small world?
Yeah, he's awesome. We love him.
Yes.
My couple words with him, I would just say, have the tissues ready if he's doing your videos. They're very emotional. It was spectacular.
And he is, side note, he's an excellent video production company. He's not interested in doing like the listings and anything for real estate, but for personal branding, for things like this, you said your wedding video, he's top notch.
Yeah. And he looked at me, he goes, I know you from somewhere. I said, yes, you do.
That cute.
So that was great. But yeah, so my wife and I moved to Wichita about 2 years ago.
Okay.
She brought me here. We wanted to be close to the family. We'd just gotten married. We were ready to start a family.
Yeah.
We got an 8-month-old beautiful boy, and just, he's our world. It's awesome.
Yes. What is his name?
His name is Braden.
Braden.
Yeah. And we've got a fur baby. She's 3.
Okay.
Maple.
Yes.
Kind of ties into me.
Makes sense with Canada.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, but yeah, and then that's about it. We moved here, and her cousins, Matt and Charlie, who are actually the owners of Mighty Dog,
Okay.
approached me last year and said, hey, we're looking at purchasing a business. And they were asked me if I would want to run it. So I learned, jumped right into it. And as of January, we started Mighty Dog Roofing.
And here we are. Okay. I know. And I love the branding. I love the playfulness, the colors, the dog, everything. It's, I think there's a lot of symbolism there as well.
Yeah.
So talk to us a little bit about Mighty Dog Roofing and maybe what sets it apart from other roofing companies in town.
Sure. Absolutely. Mighty Dog Roofing is actually a national company. So we're nationally backed, but we're all locally owned. There's over 70 franchises in the country. So the nice thing is, it's very powerful. The nice thing is we have a great network of people to work with.
Yes.
So if we have any questions, we're always spitballing off of each other, learning from each other.
Yeah.
It makes a huge difference. You're not trying to figure it out on your own.
That's right. Yeah. You're not just some person in your basement starting a company. You have this infrastructure that's super powerful and valid.
Exactly. And because of that, we get national backing from Owens Corning, which is huge, $8 billion company, allow us to offer the biggest warranties, lifetime warranties on products as well as the labor itself. So, which is
tremendous.
Huge. Yeah. Less than 1% of the country can actually do that.
That's huge. And that's something I really want our realtor partners to understand is that, yes, your roofing, the roofing company that you use, before, during, or after a transaction is very important, but they do have to look at a little bit more. They have to dig a little bit deeper. And just the warranty part of it is tremendous because in 5 years when they go to sell that house or, they go to try to use that same realtor again, if that realtor did well by them and set them up for success with the right roofing company, then they're going to look like a rock star for later on. But if that realtor was just giving a nilly-willy recommendation on a roofing company and something goes bad, that agent will see that record, or that homeowner will see that recommendation is erroneous, and they probably won't want to use that agent again. So
absolutely,
you do help make the agents look good.
We try to. And the other thing too is with that warranty is it's transferable.
Beautiful.
So it's a huge selling point. People feel very comfortable when they can get into a roof that's already under warranty. They don't have to worry about trying to figure out if they're going to have leaks later on or anything like that. It's one-time transferable, and it's still going to honor that lifetime warranty.
That's wonderful because home ownership is scary. And like you said, we've already visited, the roof is not in the line of sight. It's easy to be really intimidated by that or to just put it out of your mind's eye and just hope that everything is okay. And you can't hope with Kansas weather.
It's too risky. Yes. Exactly. We all know the storms are coming. I think everybody knows that. It's just, what are you doing to be prepared? And then what can we do to help you guys when that happens? So we just want to be there for you. Yeah.
So talk us through what that looks like, say on a transferable warranty. A new homeowner, the roof is 5 years old, the tornado just came through in April. What does your process look like for that new homeowner that hasn't dealt with you but knows that you did the roof?
Yeah, so the homeowner that purchased the roof, we've obviously got the warranty all registered with Owens Corning. So it's all registered, it's all backlogged, everything's safe and sound. So when you are purchasing and looking to buy that house from that homeowner, basically all they have to do is just contact Owens Corning and let them know that it's transferring. So it's a really simple process, very, very easy. And like I said, they allow you to do it once, so it's perfect. Just always remember OC. You've got OC. So
yeah, and I think that's a really good tool also for realtors to know that they can rely upon you. If they've worked with you before and they've seen that process occur pretty smoothly, as far as transferring the warranty. That's something that the agents need to be reminding their homeowners about, transferring not just the utilities when you're moving, but looking at the warranties that are transferable.
Yeah. And plus, we build a relationship with that homeowner as well. Yes. So hopefully it doesn't take them being asked by the realtor or something like that. They're like, oh yes, well, we had our roof installed by Mighty Dog a few years ago. They come by every year. We offer a 5-year warranty where we come back and we'll fly our drone over top of your house for 5 years just to inspect it. Nothing, no strings attached. We just want to make sure that your house is still in good standing, so it's protected.
And that's amazing. That's just another selling point. That's something else that you guys do that maybe a lot of roofing companies in town don't do.
Yeah.
Yep. I love that. So what is the craziest roofing story that you could remember just in these last couple of years?
Yeah. So just a few months ago, one of our exterior specialists called me and he said that he found a bullet in a roof. So we had some, very
I'm glad the roof stopped the bullet.
Yes, exactly. You don't know where it came from or what happened.
Isn't that fascinating? Probably people just shooting guns in the air, I would think. I mean, it has to come down.
I would hope not. But yeah, I think probably that is what happened. So.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sure the homeowner was probably pretty alarmed by that as well.
Yeah, I had no idea.
Yeah.
No idea, because you don't hear the gunshot hopefully, and then all of a sudden we tell them, well, you actually have a bullet in your roof. It's kind of interesting. We thought it was a hail mark and we looked at it and no, it's definitely a bullet.
Wow, so, that is crazy.
Yeah.
What is the 5-year goal for Mighty Dog in Wichita?
Yeah, I think our goal is just to be, the preferred exterior, primarily roofing company. People will trust and people, hear good things word of mouth. That's how we want to be. We want to be a good brand. We want to be loyal. Mm-hmm. We're not fly by night. We're here to stay.
That's right.
So we just want to be trusted by the customers and build that relationship with everybody so that when you think of roofing, when you think of siding, windows, gutters, all that good stuff, you think, oh, Mighty Dog.
Yeah.
Because you've had, or somebody who's had a good experience.
Right. I love that. And I love that it is a one-stop shop, that they can call you, but you can also take care of those gutterings or some of the, the leaky windows or whatnot.
Sure.
And just kind of everything exterior is important.
Very.
All right. I like that. What is, kind of switching gears here a little more personally, any absurd habits or any fun things that you like to do that would surprise us? I mean, you're from Canada, so things might be different up there.
No, surprisingly similar. I would say, I think if you ask my wife this question, it would be my superstitions.
Okay.
I'm extremely superstitious.
Okay. This is why I love to ask these questions. Expand on that. What are you superstitious about?
So I grew up playing hockey a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the first things I do is like when you get dressed or whatever, I do left to right. Everything's left to right. Left first, and then you can do right.
Okay.
But I blame it all on my grandmother. We always had rules like you can't clip your nails on Sundays. You can't, obviously they walk under ladders.
Right. What about broken mirrors?
Broken mirrors, 7 years bad luck.
Okay.
I can't put shoes on the table. Like if you buy brand new shoes or anything, you can't put them on the table.
Okay.
Food on the table during New Year's Eve. I was just surrounded by superstitions.
Yeah.
So I was just doomed from the get-go. So
okay.
For sure.
What, and I know that your son's only 8 months old, but do you think that you're going to be instilling any superstitions in him?
Unfortunately.
Yes.
Yeah. There's a very high chance of that happening.
So has any of that rubbed off on your wife?
No, I think it's more or less like the reminders.
Okay.
Like she thinks about it when she puts shoes on the table. She's like, oh, you're going to say something.
Yes.
Or
so you're training her.
Yeah. Or she's like, I'm going in the bathroom to clip my nails. Please don't say anything. I know it's Sunday. She may not abide by the rules, but she knows that she acknowledges them. Yeah, exactly.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, next time I hear of a really funny superstition, I'm going to text you and see if that's something that's valid or not.
Oh, 100%. I'll just send it over to my grandmother and she'll let me know right now.
What the meaning is behind that.
Yeah.
Okay. I like it. Outside of work, what are you spending the majority of your time doing?
Obviously spending time with family. My wife and I love just being around our kid, just watching him. I mean, he's just blabbering all the time.
Such a neat
now.
age.
It's so cool. But actually hockey season's about to start. So my life is going to be consumed watching hockey.
Okay, and that's where the free time will go.
Yeah, a lot of it, and then hopefully get back into playing and stuff. But it's usually family and hockey are the outside stuff. So
are you spending a lot of time doing hockey or practicing or anything like that here in Wichita?
Yeah, when I first moved here, we did. Okay. Then with the baby, I kind of stepped away. I just wanted to make sure there's a good balance because something you love can take over your life really quick.
Yes.
And I just wanted to make sure that, I was able to participate and help out as much as I can with the family. So took a little bit of a break, but as we're getting going now and starting to understand like the cadence of life changes.
Yes.
We get a little bit more into things that you love, get back to playing sports and other things too. So
yes, I am predicting a future hockey player here.
Oh yeah, he's glued to the TV already when we watch it. Yeah, he loves it.
I love that.
So just sports in general, but
have you taken him to any of the Thunder games yet?
No, not yet.
Okay.
No sporting events yet. Okay. Just but
but at least we have that. And I know that's probably nothing like what you're used to farther north, but at least we've got something.
Yeah. As soon as you get into the rink, like it's a different world.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter where you are in the world. Like you go into a rink in any country and you just feel at home. Like it doesn't matter if it's in Wichita or Canada or, Europe. It's just such a great feeling for me. I love it.
That's cool. So how often do you get to go back to Canada?
I was actually there last week.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Been about 3 years.
Okay.
So I just wanted to introduce my kid to the family and see my grandmother and other extended relatives. So go back as much as we can, but obviously life is tough with COVID and everything else too. But yeah, I mean, go back as much as we can.
Okay. I like that. What is one word that you would use to describe the real estate market today from your perspective in the roofing industry?
Yeah, I think one of the things that we really notice is home buyers and sellers, and we kind of talked about it earlier, is just like your line of sight, right? A lot of people don't pay attention to the roof, home inspections, things like that. Like it's very interior based, exterior, your foundation, things like that.
Right.
And we want people to just look up a little bit, right? Essentially, that's the thing that protects you. We're not in the business of selling roofs. We're protecting your family, protecting your pets, protecting your home. And if the roof isn't in good standing, everything else. Yeah. I mean, your foundation, if it's something as simple as gutters.
It'll ruin the foundation.
It'll ruin the foundation.
Exactly.
And what's the cause of deteriorating foundation?
Water.
The roof. Water, exactly. So that's just, something we want to help with realtors is, hey, give us that opportunity to come up there, take some photos and show your clients, like show the seller, show the home buyer, what does a roof actually look like? And we're going to advise you. If it means not doing any work and just saying, hey, your roof looks fantastic, you guys are good.
Or here's something to watch for. Call us back in 3 years for another free evaluation.
It's peace of mind. It's something that you're going to be able to have on you. It's not something we hold. Like we'll send you drone reports. If it's a 2-story, 3-story building, like we can take drone pictures and send them to you and show you exactly what it looks like. So it's just, it's peace of mind and helps you feel more comfortable when you do go into the process of selling your home to somebody, because you can confidently say that you're selling a safe home. And then when you're buying, you also feel comfortable and safe knowing that the roof is in good standing.
Yeah, without a doubt. No, those are all excellent points. And are you seeing, I know it's been a little bit of a different market where, maybe inspections and warranties and things like that are being waived. And I think that we're starting to see a little bit more of a balance coming back into play. And are you starting to see that more agents are seeing the importance or are the roof inspections coming back? Are you seeing that from your perspective at all?
I think so, yes. I think it's starting to pick up, especially when we get to work with one and introduce ourselves and what we're there for. Some people think, roofing industry can have a little bit of a bad rap.
Sure.
Especially with being a store market. Roofing companies from
like
other states
chasers.
Come in. Yeah, exactly. So knowing that we're here and we can help them with each home that they go through, and obviously, like I said, it's a free inspection. It doesn't take very long, and we get so much information for you.
Yes.
So it's kind of silly not to utilize us.
It really is.
Right?
Yeah, it's absolutely
it's
silly.
Huge
That's
value.
a nice way to say
huge
it.
Value, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you're looking at a house and you're ready to put a contract on it, or you've just put something under contract, why would you not? Why would that agent not have that, honor their fiduciary obligation to that client and making sure everything is good? And a good inspector is going to do an excellent job, but they are not the expert in roofing, nor are they the expert in the plumbing or the foundation. I'm encouraging all realtors to really up their game. We are in a difficult market. It's going to continue to be difficult, and only the smart, hardworking, honest ones will really survive and thrive. And by that means, the people that are doing a good job for their clients and utilizing vendors like yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's what we want to be there for. We want to show them that, like, we're here for you guys. We're here to help you out. We want you to make that sale. We want your people to be interested in buying that home. And we can just
feel good about it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Provide evidence to it. So.
Yep. And they will be handheld, and have that opportunity to reach out to you at any moment in the next however long years, while that's under warranty.
Yeah.
Okay. So we've already talked a little bit about balancing your family life, and kind of what you're doing when you're not working, with your wife and you're doing a lot of hockey, you're with your son. But when you do get to take time off, what would you say would be one of your best vacation spots?
That's tough. I think if my best vacation spot, I kind of hope I haven't found it yet, to be honest with you. It kind of gives you that drive to keep traveling.
Yeah, keep exploring.
But as of now, I'd probably say like Italy is, I think there's so much to see out there.
So much history.
Yeah. And I love it every time I've been. And, but one of the most fun ones was Munich, Germany. I've done Oktoberfest twice.
Oh, okay.
That is a blast.
So you would strike me as the person that would go down here to Prost and do like the Stein holding competitions. Have you seen this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe not as muscular as you'd think to pull that off. But yeah, I mean, I just love like the festivals and things like that. And I just love traveling. My wife and I, when we started dating, I told her, I was like, hold on your pants. Like we're going.
Yes.
Like
Good for you.
We're getting out there, and we've done a ton of traveling. So yeah, if you go with good people, it doesn't really matter where you go.
That's right. It's always an adventure.
Yeah.
I would say one of the places that I visited that was really intriguing was Banff up in Canada, and just so beautiful. I mean, just so pure and untouched, and just I mean, our Rockies are great, and that's an extension of the Rockies much farther north, but just incredible. I mean, just the views that your eyeballs have seen in that Canada landscape, I'm sure, are just amazing.
And you've never seen water that color before either.
That's right.
It's pretty spectacular.
It's literally, you think that there's an Instagram filter on those Banff waters. I love that.
Yeah.
Okay. So what are, has there been anything in business or personal life that you have just gotten really good at saying no to?
It's something that I try not to focus too much on. I'm more of a yes person. I'm willing to try anything. I think you can't prove anything hasn't worked until you know it hasn't worked. Yeah. I think it's very dangerous to say no to a lot of things because you'll miss out. You've got to try new strategies, whether it's like marketing strategies, brand strategies, advertising. You don't know until you do it. So I think right now, especially where we are, it's a yes world, not a no world.
Good.
That we're living in. Yeah. So it's try everything, branch out as much as you can. When people ask for help, you don't always have to have the answer or be able to do that job, but maybe you can help them direct in the right like avenue, and coach them along and get them to have success in whatever they're trying to do. Yeah, be that consultant. And if you can't help them, which would probably be pretty rare, but just leading them in the right direction as someone that can. And then you are that trusted consultant, that trusted voice. Absolutely. Yep. So before we get into our little speed round and end with some fun questions, just this is your point, the time for you to just really shamelessly promote Mighty Dogs and really just teach our amazing real estate industry, both residential and commercial agents, when to call you, why to call you. Yeah, I mean, we're here for you. We're located at Oliver and Kellogg. We're right here in Wichita. Our phones are on us all the time. We're 24/7 emergency service if you need anything whatsoever. If you have a client, a family member that has a leak, we can get there and tarp it for you, which is nice. We never shut our phones off. But for real estate agents, that's what we're here for. We're here to help you guys, build trust with your clientele, show them that you're there to protect their families and their homes. Buying a house is a huge investment. I bought my first house 2 years ago, and it was just, so overwhelming, but I had a fantastic real estate agent. And do you want to shout them out? Yeah, Carrie Hagman. She's the best. She really is. She was so good. She, she's my wife's neighbor from growing up. She's known my wife. I think she actually took my wife to her very first concert. That's cool. So, but she was able to nurture us and really walk us through the process and let us understand what's going on. And it was because of her that we were able to take that leap, right? Yes, because we trusted her. Confidence. And that's why I feel like that's something that we want to bring to the agents is bring that extra bit of confidence, knowing that you can give the client so much information on how safe they'll be in that home. And this could be their forever home. Just through a good roof inspection. Yeah, exactly. It's all it takes. It really does. And like I said, we have photo evidence. We can get drone reports, everything in a matter of minutes and have it right to you in your hand or your email, whichever you prefer. And then we can discuss what's the future plan. Yeah. Do you need any work done? It's, we pride ourselves on integrity. We're not here to, yes, we're in the business of selling roofing, but at the same time, we're building relationships. Yeah, and the money will come. Exactly. And if you trust us, then we know that you're going to tell your friends, you're going to tell your family members, and that's what we want. We want to be a very trusted brand within Wichita. I love that. So, yeah. And to kind of expand on that, what are the things that realtors, when they are showing houses or they've got sellers, or even just for homeowners that might be listening to this, what are some things that they need to have on their radar right now going into the fall and the winter seasons with, being that Kansas winters can be pretty rough? Yeah, absolutely. I mean, obviously when you talk about roofing and gutters, ice damming is one thing. I mean, it happened in my house. Explain to us what that is. Yeah. So it's just essentially your gutters get clogged up. Yep. Ice builds up, and then what it'll do is it'll run into the soffits or just below the roof line, run into there, and then can run into the walls of your house. And create mold. If you don't catch it fast enough, it can be disastrous. Yes. So, I mean, just a gutter cleaning as you go into fall, it's very, very simple, but at the same time, it'll prevent you a lot of headaches. If you don't have gutters, then you obviously can run
You need
into
some gutters.
You need some gutters. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's a sales thing, but at the same time, you want your house to last as long as you do. And if you don't protect it, it's not going to happen.
Yeah, there has to be that upkeep. Okay.
But yeah.
So really the guttering, I think, is the biggest thing right
Very
now
important.
going into these with the fall. You know, when the leaves are falling right now as we speak. We can hear them, we can see them.
We don't get a ton of snow in Wichita. It's not that it stays forever, but
Right.
you know, snow buildup on your roof. If your roof has holes, it's going to leak. So just be
The weight of
cautious.
that.
Yeah, just be cautious. And again, if you're just kind of curious and you don't know, and it's been a minute since you've been on your roof, maybe the last time you hung Christmas lights, let's say,
Yeah.
give us a call. We'd
Yeah,
be
if you're
more
only
than
up there
happy.
once a year.
Yeah, and let's be honest, usually you're just standing on the ladder. You're not actually crawling on top
That's
of the roof.
right.
So, but yeah, just feel free to give us a call. We don't mind. We'd love to come out and just kind of look at it and just give you peace of mind. So
Yeah, be that partner,
yeah,
that
for sure.
advocate. I love that. Thank you. All right, so a quick little speed round here of some would you rather questions. Kyle, would you rather be able to go back in time or tell the future?
I would say go back in time.
Okay.
I like the mystery of
The
the
history.
future.
Yeah.
And I just like the mystery of the future. I don't want to know too much.
Yeah.
I kind of want to live it out and let's see what happens.
Yeah. Yep. I agree with that. Would you rather live in a new build or 100-year-old home?
I would say kind of a new build.
Yeah.
Just maybe I can have a little more touch on it.
That's okay. Yeah,
Make
of
the
course.
kitchen how I want it to be and things
Yeah.
like that, you know.
Yep.
So
Yep. Would you rather have all conversations from this point forward via text or speaking over the phone?
I love texting. It's very convenient.
It is.
But I prefer phone calls.
Yeah,
It's just nice to hear somebody's voice.
it is.
Hear the inflection.
That's
right. Especially when you're talking to like family members and things like that. You don't get
comforting.
confused. Yeah, and you don't get confused on the way they
Yeah,
wrote
there's
something.
nothing lost in
Yeah,
translation.
you get bullet points,
Mhm.
you know, text wise. At least you can have a good conversation, and you know, it just, like you said, just feels better.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yep. Yep. More of a connection. Okay. Cats or dogs?
I'm a dog guy.
I know. I knew you'd say that. I was
Yeah.
gonna say if you did a cat, that would be weird because
No.
look at your logo.
Definitely a dog guy. Yeah, I want more. It's just the wife has to kind of
Yes,
calm me down. It's like, no, we got a lot going on. We don't need any more dogs.
that's right.
now.
A lot of mouths to
They
feed.
keep you busy. I love
Yes.
the
Well,
energy.
Maple now has a playmate. She doesn't need another dog, right?
Yeah, she's just not a fan of the pulling of the hair yet.
Oh,
So when he
yes.
comes crawling on over, she usually kind of gets up and runs away if she can get away fast enough.
That's okay.
Yeah.
She'll learn. That's
Yeah,
all right.
exactly.
They're destined to be best
Yep.
friends. Well, Kyle, thank you so much for coming on. I know that you're busy, and I just do really appreciate your participation and your willingness to come and be on this podcast. And if anyone has any questions, what is the best way for a realtor or a homeowner to reach out and find you?
Yeah, we're all over social media. I mean, Instagram, Facebook. You can also email me. I can give you some credentials on that too, like Allison at mightydogroofing.com.
Okay.
And then, there's lots of ways to reach out.
There is.
So,
And if someone can't for some reason find that, they can always reach out to Real Producers. I'm happy to put them
Sure.
in touch with you. Well, thank you again. And thank you everyone for listening, and stay tuned for the next one.